We're here to prove it's possible, not just for us, but for every woman brave enough to go for more. We believe success is sweeter when it's shared, and that your next level comes faster when you're surrounded by women who truly get it. This episode is brought to you by the Ultimate Girls Trip Business Mastermind Retreat, where big goals, belly laughs, and bold action all belong in the same room. Hi, welcome back. We are so grateful that you guys are joining us again. Today, we're talking about something a little bit fun, something that Jamie and I both love, and we talk about a lot in our morning coffee chats. We're chatting all about all the things that we want to do, are doing to give ourselves a little glow up when you need that pick me up. I feel like the winter and the fall just kind of feels like you lose your tan, your skin's dry. Like it's just not the most beautiful season for me
For
anyway.
me, I'm like, what's the warmest thing I can put on? And it's often not flattering. It's not good. It's
Exactly.
like I just want to get into like cozy clothing that I don't feel proud of, you
Totally.
know? Like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, where's my like sweatsuit? And I know that's some people's jam, but that is not my
Your
jam.
norm.
Like I don't feel
Like
like
yourself.
myself when I leave the
Yeah,
house in a sweatsuit, you know what I'm saying? But when
totally.
I wake up in the morning and it's freezing, I'm like, yeah, you know what I want? To just feel warm all day.
Cozy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cozy.
for sure. Well, and
So
like for me, I had gotten into like a makeup routine I've had the same makeup routine for 25 years. And then you like see the memes and you're like, well, I'm still wearing bronzer. Like, oh no, oh gosh, is my bronzer orange? Is my bronzer orange? And
well, and part of the problem is that I feel like this next generation, they're not necessarily doing what's best for themselves. You know,
in what way? What do you mean?
like wearing your socks to your mid calf with shorts. Like I'm like,
Yes,
girls, you've got great legs.
I
What are
know.
we doing here? Why are we
Well,
doing
that
that?
and like, I don't want to wear socks and sandals, but I know everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it, even people our age.
Yeah, and they say things like, well, you can't show the dogs. What are the
Yeah,
dogs?
toes. Like it's like some perverted thing to show off. I'm like,
Yeah. One
what?
one person said to me that it's like showing your butt crack. Completely
Yeah,
unacceptable.
exactly.
I'm like, what? It's just your feet.
Exactly. And so I feel like we're at that age where we are trying to balance between age appropriate, not doing every trend that your like 12-year-old is
Mhm.
doing, mixed with not dressing like we're seeing
Like
these
an old
citizen
lady.
ladies. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. So
I
it's like
know.
what's the middle ground on that? And like the things that I always lean into, and I actually watched an interesting post on social media about how this lady said that her dad always used to say you could tell that there was a bit of a like recession happening and whatever. And I don't know if this is true, but apparently back during the Great Depression, you could tell that people didn't have as much money to go buy the new dress and the new hat and the new gloves and the whole fancy outfit that they usually would. So they would just buy themselves a new lipstick. And I'm like, well, that's so funny because I've been craving a new lipstick lately, like not because of prices or anything. I never tied it to that, but I did tie it to just wanting a pick me up. Like, I'm like, I want
Mhm.
something different. I'm sick of my makeup. I'm sick of the same old things I do all the time. But I'm also not somebody that's like going to chop my hair off and get bangs and start wearing like all new clothes, you know? So I'm like, how do I just do something small that will make me feel like good about myself? And so I went and bought the lipstick like this weekend, and I don't have it on right now, but fully obsessed. Every time I get ready, I'm like,
Interesting.
yes,
I have decision paralysis around lipstick colors. I'm confident in all decisions in my life. Like I'm like, yes, no, like I don't struggle to make a decision unless I'm lipstick shopping.
why?
I
Why
don't
that?
know. I don't know.
That's so weird.
I don't know.
You're a lot more adventurous with lipsticks, so I feel like, and don't take this the wrong way. Sometimes they're a miss, you know, they're not quite the right one. So maybe you've got like PTSD about your choices, you know?
I feel like certain undertones make your teeth look yellow.
Totally. Absolutely.
And I'm very conscientious of that. Like I'm very like, oh God, every time I look in the mirror, I feel like my teeth look yellow. So then I feel deep
Totally.
regret.
Well, and speaking of yellow teeth, moving on to the next thing that I brought back into my life, probably 18 years ago, I whitened my teeth. I did Zoom whitening at the dentist. Best thing I ever did. Can't recommend it
Actively
enough.
looking for someone in Kelowna that does Zoom whitening. Anyways, carry on.
Exactly. I think there's somebody still in Calgary that does it. DM me if you want to know their name. I can't think of
I'll
it right
fly to
now.
Calgary. I'll fly to Calgary if that's what needs to happen.
Exactly.
But anyways, carry
And
on.
so, anyways, that dentist gave me like teeth whitening trays, which was great. I used them for like several years after that. And then I changed dentists. My new dentist didn't have the same like teeth whitening stuff to go with these trays. So I just kind of like let it lapse. And about 6 months ago, I found online somewhere to buy the teeth whitening stuff that I
No.
used to use. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I go like 3 or 5 or whatever years it was without this? Because that is another really nice, like, it's just the smallest little thing, but you're like, oh, I feel like my teeth are actually getting
And
whiter.
honestly, when you look at someone and you're like, wow, they just look so like pulled together, oftentimes it's because they have super white teeth. It's one of those
Yeah,
things you don't really give
totally.
it credit. Like you
Do you
don't
know
look
what
at the
it
person
is?
and be like, oh, the reason they look great is because of their white teeth. But I'm here to tell you it's one of those unwritten,
It's the
unrecognized beauty tricks that
And you know what else it is? I call it the baseboards. So it's like so nobody thinks baseboards are that important in your house.
mm,
But as an interior designer, if you can't, well, as a person just looking at someone's house, you're like, why is this white kitchen nicer than someone else's white kitchen? It's not going to be just the cabinet doors. Like the cabinet doors are pretty standard. Everybody's got similar white cabinet doors. And you're trying to figure out why some people's houses just feel really rich and really beautiful.
mhm.
Look at their baseboards. Their baseboards are, 8 inches, 12 inches versus 3 inches. That's the difference. And like your eye can't put its finger on the special feature that's setting it apart, but it's the baseboards. And like,
And on your
I feel
body,
like
it's
white
your
teeth.
teeth. It's white
Yeah,
teeth.
it's the white
Yes.
teeth. I agree. I agree. And makeup in general, I think, because what I think ends up happening is it's super easy to either, whether you work in the house or out of the house, to get into a underwhelming, either no makeup or um, a very small amount of makeup. And you save makeup for like very special occasions when you're going out, which is fine. But if you are starting to feel slumpy about the way you look and like
Appearing.
your whole beauty routine and just life in general, put a face of makeup on and go out into the world. And like people will react to you differently. I know that that's like crazy, but when I just go do errands and I've got almost no makeup on, there's no compliments, there's not as much conversations with people, because it's amazing how when you do put on a little bit of makeup, someone says like, oh, I love your makeup, what color is your lipstick, or what, you know where do you I love your blush, or whatever, like, and it starts you talking to people. And then after you've went out and talked to 3 people versus just went and spoke 0 words and did your errands,
Mm-hmm.
it's a weird thing that communication and like connection with people actually makes you feel better on the inside too. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're also like, I must look kind of nice today because someone said I look nice today. So it's
And you
compliment
know what
cards.
one of my tricks is? Even if you have just like a plain Jane, like a sweater like this, just like a wool sweater and jeans on. If you throw on a belt, all of a sudden you look like you actually care about the way that you look. So like
Totally.
it's just the simplest thing, and I know every single person has a belt in their closet. It really doesn't even
Hmm.
matter the color or the texture. Just throw on a belt to tell the world that like, hey, I put in a little extra effort today.
Totally.
You know?
This is switching gears, but I feel like you need to explain, because I haven't even started it yet, but I need to. You need to explain your face yoga or whatever you're doing there.
I haven't done it for a little while because I got my new Invisalign trays.
Right.
And okay, so the reason I started face yoga is because I got Invisalign for a couple of crowded teeth on the bottom. The problem was that Invisalign is known to you use different muscles in your face because you have this foreign object in there. So lots of people report really big, like this muscle, I don't know what it's actually called, but like the muscle in your jaw gets really like oversized, so your face can become a lot more masculine looking because it like has this muscle is so incredibly strong if you're a clencher, like, and a lot of
Right.
people that have Invisalign clench their jaw because it feels weird to have this weird foreign object in your mouth. For me, I almost like held the trays in place by like sucking in my cheeks, kind of.
Mm,
and it created like jowls. For the first time in my life, I had this like downward tilt to my mouth. And I was like, why am I like, is this natural aging? So it turns out it's very, very, very common with Invisalign patients for them to report drastic changes to the way their face looks because you use different muscles, and the muscles that are the strongest on your face create the shape of your face. So for me, I was like, well, I don't like what the muscles are doing here. So I looked online and was like, how do you like counteract this? And of course, there's, Botox and other ways in which you can like, you know, change what muscles are at the forefront. But the one thing that I found that was the most drastic change was these facial exercises to get your upward, like your smile muscles, back to being the dominant ones versus your frown muscles. Because when you suck your cheeks in, your face almost makes a frown. So I started doing this thing where you pretend that you have something on your cheek and you're almost trying to, like, when your sunglasses sit on your cheek and then you're trying to scrunch them up to move them up a little bit, or like your reading glasses, doing that
Okay.
repeatedly to try to just remind my face that those muscles need to be, the strongest ones. So it's just exercising your face, and then the other one is creating like air inside of your mouth and then holding it in, because apparently that helps with your kind of frown lines, like your
Okay.
lines right here. So it strengthens
Interesting.
like your cheek muscle.
Yeah.
So when I started doing it, I was faithful. I was like 10 minutes a day doing it, and almost immediately my face shape started changing. It was
Really?
like unbelievable. And at first I was like, this is kind of some like weird new age thing that like I don't actually think you can change the shape of your face. But I had seen how just using different muscles had changed the shape of my face. So I'm like, well, it's worth a try in the opposite direction. So that's what I did. So if you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to get Botox, I don't want to get fillers, but I do want to like stay on top of the way my face is aging,
Yeah.
that is the easiest, cheapest, most simple way to do it. You can literally like chat GTP and be like, hey, my frown lines are too big. What are some muscle facial exercises that I can do to like prevent them? And it'll give you a whole play by play.
Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to do that too because
Yeah.
I need to.
Yeah. It's
I
good.
can't do Botox, so I've got to do all the naturals and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Do you have any other like things that when you just need to feel like a little sparkly or a little bit
Yep.
pick
Yep.
me uppy? What are they?
I love to have my hair done. Like I notice on days when I'm like, oh, I'm short on time, so I just like throw my hair in a ponytail. I don't have the same energy as if I actually do my hair. And I know that the fantasy is that everyone's gonna get a wash and wear hairstyle and it's gonna be like, you just hop out of the shower and like, wow, you look great. But the reality is that I
It
don't know
takes more
anyone that
work than
has
that.
that wash and wear hairstyle. I know that when I do that, I look like a, drowned rat. Like it's just not a good look for me. So I like to like get up and get ready every day. And I don't wash my hair every day. So I keep the same hairstyle for a few days. But on the days when it's like, okay, well, I'm in a ponytail routine for like two or 3 days, for those 2 or 3 days, I just feel like garbage. And then I'm almost excited to get ready the next
Oh
time.
yeah,
Like the
for
next time I
sure.
wash my hair, I'm like, whoo, I can't wait to blow dry this bad boy. Like I can't wait to be feeling good, even if I have nowhere to go. Like if
Same.
I know I'm not leaving my house, I still do it. Which a lot of people are like, that is so ridiculous. I would never do that. But I'm telling you, it changes the way you show up in your business, changes the way you show up in your household. It changes the energy you have to make dinner. Like it's just the weirdest mental shift. That's how I see it, anyways. The other thing that I think is like the quickest way to like elevate yourself if you're not feeling good is to put on some like fake nails.
Oh yeah, totally.
If you're like, oh, I'm feeling frumpy and dumpy because it's winter and my skin is crusty and all the reasons why you don't feel great, throw on some fake nails. You actually like
Absolutely.
it'll turn your whole life around.
Hmm.
And like get some good ones. Like right now I have the cutest ones. I don't know if you can see it.
Well, oh,
But
they're
they
so
have like
cute.
little gems on them.
Yeah.
Adorable.
Well, and you know what else? So back to the like washing your hair. I don't wash my hair every day either, but I usually do every other day. And it only takes me the every other day to be like, I'm so excited to get fresh, good hair
Mhm.
again. Like I don't want day old hair. And on day old hair day, I'm like, and so there's lots of days that I just wash every day. But especially if I have things going on, but what the hair wash does is it leads me to wear nicer clothes. Cause I'm like,
Hmm.
well, it's my hair wash day. So I should wear like one of my better outfits, not just my regular sitting at home outfit. Like it's this whole domino effect of like, then I should do my normal full makeup instead of just my like at home or, quick Zoom meeting makeup, which is just a little under eye bag coverage. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like it's just a little bit, everything goes to to a bigger level for whatever reason. I put on the good earrings, I put on the better dress, I put on the whole thing. I'll even sometimes like wear shoes in my house. And I'm like, what? Darren will come home and he's like, why are you wearing shoes? I'm like, I don't know. I needed that today. Because shoes give me a lot of like peace. I don't know why. I always
I
wear
love
shoes
it.
in my house, whether it's a
I
slipper
have
or a
shoes on right now.
sandal, but I always have shoes on. But like I'll wear like my nicer shoes in the house, which is
Interesting. Yeah,
super
yeah.
weird. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I wasn't planning on bringing that up, but
And if I'm having like a downer Debbie day, and it,
mhm,
it has literally nothing to do with the way that I'm feeling about myself, and I'm just having like a down day, like a hormonal down day, or just like I didn't get enough sleep last night down day. Some easy and quick pick me ups are like going for a walk, or like
mhm,
just moving your body. If you're
for
if you love
sure.
yoga, go to yoga. You love spin bike, go to spin. If you literally are like I hate exercise, just go for a walk. Listening to music, one of the easiest and fastest ways for
Oh,
me to
yeah.
like get out of my funk is to turn music on. Like if I'm like, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to
Yeah.
fold laundry. I don't want to like, renew my insurance or like just stupid things where it's like you just got to fill out the form. Just do it. Just do the thing. I turn on music and I'm like, oh, see, this is not so bad. It's not that hard to type in your name and your address. Like little jobs that are just like, you just
Joyless, usually
yeah.
joyless. Yeah.
Yeah, totally joyless and feel like they're just make work projects. Like you don't get anything at the end of it. Like you're
Mhm.
not like, oh wow, great,
I
some
finished
huge
that.
thing
Yeah.
checked off my list. And then the other thing that I think is so underutilized is phoning a friend. Like 110%. I can be having such a bad day. And then I like call Dale or I call a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time. Sometimes it's just even a text message. Like sometimes I'll just like text Kiera or she'll text me. And then next thing you know, you're like, oh yeah, yeah, it's such a great day.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like this simplest thing, but it just gets you out of whatever your funk was. Like whatever, loop was in your head that day that you didn't get enough sleep or, you're feeling
Had too much to
overwhelmed or
do or
whatever
whatever.
it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's dark outside when you wake up, it's dark when you go to sleep. Like that's the latest one, right? Is that it's dark all the time and that doesn't feel good. But just like calling a friend and you completely forget why you were sad or mad or whatever 5 minutes before that
Definitely.
because you are like just
Laughing
changing.
about stupid
Yeah,
stuff and yeah, talking about how you guys should plan a girls trip and where you're going to go and
100%.
whatever, just taking your mind off.
Or reminiscing about like a funny story or you bumped into
Mhm.
somebody from high school or
For
whatever.
sure.
It just gets you out of the funk.
Some other, speaking of Kira, some other things that I like to do for like on the outside, like makes me feel good on the inside too, but helps me with the way I look on the outside are an IV infusion. Even if it's like just a vitamin B shot that's like 1 second long or a full in vitamin infusion that can take 45 minutes to an hour where you get all the vitamins. I'm always looking for one of those because like it helps my skin, it helps my energy, it helps my hair, it helps me feel happy. Like your body just
It
gets like
helps
the
your immune
reset.
system. Like if you're
Yes,
feeling run down, go do yourself a favor and go get an IV.
exactly.
Your body will love you.
Exactly. And like this is the thing for me. I'm at my absolute worst when my eyelashes are ratchet, my hair's ratchet, my skin's ratchet. Like I haven't washed
Mhm.
my hair in 2 days
Mhm.
and it's dark out. I haven't talked to anybody. I've been at my
Mhm.
desk. I'm freezing cold. Like I just turn into like an actual asshole. And
Mhm.
so I like to like know that like by this day, this time on Friday, my house will be clean, my hair will be washed, my eyelashes will be fresh, my hair is going to be dyed. The whole like beauty regime and like I'm somebody that actually kind of hates beauty appointments, but I love the way I feel once they're done. So
Mhm.
I figured out a way to have all of my beauty things come to my house because I love that. And that's the way that it works for me. And so I can I just get sorted out, get organized, and try not to let those weeks where you're like, oh, I'm pushing my hair appointment 3 weeks or a month too far here. So I'm going to hate myself that whole month because I'm going to have gray hair. I'm going to.
Are you talking directly to me? Or?
Well, no, but with my hair, I don't get you go to get your hair done 3 times a year. I go twice a quarter. Because my hair is so dark, if I get one gray hair, you could see it immediately. So I have no grace around it. But I also have dark hair, so it's not as hard on my hair to do something with,
yeah,
get the roots done. So, but anyway, we love hearing what you guys do. Whenever we do these kinds of beauty or clothes or, those types of things, we love hearing the things that you guys do to make you feel better. So DM us what's on your roster of pick-me-ups, because we're always open to adding a few to our roster.
Absolutely. Okay, until next time, guys. Thanks for listening.
We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks, and chat next time.